Chris Gorne. I'm the Technical Director of Virgin Racing Formula E team.
My name is Liam Grant. I'm the IT Manager for DS Virgin Racing Formula E team.
And what kind of working relationship have you got?
Basically, Liam is our IT Manager who was brought in because we have very, with Formula E being much more control systems oriented, and our partnership with HP, we needed an experienced person exactly like Liam, who was good at dealing with them and understood everything regarding their business and our business. So he's got a foot in each camp really. He understands what our partners are giving us, and he can then put it into practice on our racing team.
And Liam, from your point of view, you were looking for a role that would give you some demands like this?
Yeah, so I love working in IT and I love motorsport, so to combine the two roles with me, for me was amazing, yeah. And yeah, working with HP and the partnership, and then working with Chris as my boss, it's for the team, it's been really good.
And you don't have a motorsport background, so Chris, you've been mentoring Liam to a degree and bringing him up to speed.
I didn't really have to do too much really. I think when TD Group introduced us to Liam, the most interesting factor was that he used to race motocross bikes himself. He still races cars himself. So even though he'd never been in or worked in motorsport per se, he'd done a lot of work himself, competing himself, and that just proved the passion was there, and that he was the right person.
And there's a lot of pressure associated with Formula E racing. How do you deal with pressure, the pair of you?
Yeah, I think from my perspective, I've been doing it a long time, and that was one of the questions that we were probably worried about with Liam. But I'll let him take over. I think he's stepped up to the mark very well.
Yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, I'm quite good with dealing with high pressure environments. I've come from high pressure background, so although it's a different industry, Formula E, it's dealing with the same things, knowing that things have to get done on time, and if they're not, there could be consequences. So I have no issues working in high pressure environments really.
And there's a lot of trust on either side, isn't there? Because Liam's wanting to build his career and get exposure to as much new stuff as possible and deliver a really good job, and you're hoping he does that.
Yeah, no, he does. I mean, I think I said to him after the first race, I said I'd be happy if we're still employing him in 2 years' time, because it could just be a step for him to get to say Formula One, if that's what he wanted to do. But I think he understands what an important role that Formula E is actually playing in motorsport now, and hopefully he will be with us for a very long time.
So that's a wonderful endorsement to have. How did that make you feel?
Yes, it's quite nice, yeah.
Yeah, always helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I think feedback's always the best thing, isn't it?
Well, exactly. And then how do you feel about the rest of the team? Because it's a small, tight team, isn't it? So yeah. Liam's come in, he's new to the group. How do you feel, Liam, about fitting in? And
yeah, you're right, it is a small team, but that means we all get to know each other a bit more personally, as opposed to having a team with hundreds of people. So it's good, yeah. I get on, I think, quite well with most of the people in the team.
And you have to make the effort, don't you, in small teams, I think, to build the relationships, to make sure you can all work together, you know.
Yeah, exactly. We're spending a lot of time over the weekend in a garage together, so it's good that we all get on. Everyone can have a bit of fun as well, so it's not just taking your job a bit too serious. It's good, yeah.
So talking of fun, have either of you shouted at each other yet, or no?
No, I don't think so.
Not yet, I don't think.
I don't think so. No, we've had no.
Never needed to.
In actual fact, a great case point would be last weekend in Paris. In actual fact, where the UPS went down, and it was all handled remarkably professionally, very calmly, very cool, and
not by yourself. But
not by myself at all.
No, obviously.
I had very little to do with it, and in actual fact, no, I think Liam did a fantastic job.
And this is the safe pair of hands approach, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
So that's one less thing for you to worry about, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's true.
And what does the future look like for both of you then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd like to stay with the team for a long time. I think it's, as Chris mentioned, it's an up and coming championship, so things are going to get better. It's going to be developing all the time, and it's going to get more exciting. So who knows where the future of Formula E is going to go at this stage, but it certainly looks good. So yeah, I plan to be part of it for a long time.
Yeah, the company is growing, as we mentioned earlier, and we've got a new workshop which is being built, so there'll be a lot of infrastructure, a lot of IT equipment. We'll be setting up a mission control, we'll be setting up a simulator. So I think Liam's department is just starting, really. I'm sure it won't be long before he will have an assistant, where he will need an assistant effectively, and with the Clapham office as well in London. He has to go down there regularly to make sure that that's all smooth. So yes, going forward, hopefully.
So it's exciting times.
It is exciting times. Yes.
Well, I'm glad TD Group brought you two together, and hopefully it will be a bright future.
Yeah, no, I'm actually very happy that we chose TD Group to help us find Liam, and he's been great. As I say, he's taken to it like a duck to water at the moment. So it's really good.
Yeah, and I'm very happy with the help that TD have provided me with to get me this role.